The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Into the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow.
A Q Media Group production.
And the serve just clears the top of the net. Played by the Bombers.
Local high school sports. Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Rush City High School for tonight's volleyball matchup in the Great River Conference between the visiting Braham Bombers and the homestanding Rush City Tigers. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman here at Rush City High School, and I am excited to be out here. This is a fantastic matchup between two Great River Conference foes, and we are just about to wrap up the regular season, folks. Whether you can believe it or not, I know I sure can't believe that we're wrapping up the season, man. It doesn't feel real. It just doesn't feel real that we're ending the regular season tomorrow for volleyball. I just can't believe it, but whether I want to believe it or not, it is happening. And tonight is one of our final games. Of course, tomorrow a big night of volleyball, not just for our local high schools because it's the last regular season game, but also for us. We're going to be out everywhere. We've got, 4 different volleyball games that we will be at tomorrow. We're going to be covering our entire airwaves with volleyball plus some YouTube, just because we don't have enough stations to get all of our YouTubes on our stations, or all of our stations. We don't have enough stations to get all of our YouTubes on. That's how it goes. But tune in tomorrow as well, as again, we will be out for all of the games that will be happening, well, at least try to, that are happening tomorrow. As I mentioned before, it's Braham and Rush City here tonight in the Great River Conference, taking a look at the Braham Bombers. They come into tonight at 8-16. They are now one of very few teams that have not played a section game. Believe it or not, the other team in their section who hasn't played a section game is Mayor Lutheran. Now, Braham has switched up their sections this year. For some reason, they left the section 5A East, and they went into section 4 single A. Now, I don't think they had a big say in how that worked, but unfortunately, yes, they have moved sections. Now, 8-16 in their old section of 5A East would be good enough for about 3rd or 4th place, depending on the section record. At this point, I believe it would be good enough for 3rd. They would have, I believe, surpassed Mille Lacs in the standings. But for now, they are about middle of the pack there in their section, and their section begins play in playoffs next, well, it says Tuesday. It says next Monday and Tuesday. Well, for now, it looks like next Wednesday. Well, hold on now. The 23rd, that's next Thursday. Looks like we got some play-in games on the 21st, but that's it. So for Braham, it doesn't look like they'll be playing on the 21st. Looks like they'll be waiting until next Thursday to play, as again, they are right in the middle with their seeding. And taking a look again, 8-16 on the year for the Braham Bombers. Apologize, air's thick apparently. No, but 8-16, they're 4-5 in conference play, and could be better and also could be worse. So right in the middle there with conference play. It started with a Royalton tournament where they went 1-3. Then they came out, and it was a really tough stretch for them after that tournament. They won 2 games out of a possible 8. So they went 2-6 in that stretch before a tournament in Piers where they unfortunately went 0-4. Out of that tournament, though, it has been pretty good ever since. They went 2-1 in their next stretch, losing to only Mille Lacs. Then in a Mora tournament, they went 2-2, losing to Maple River and Becker. And then in their first game back from that tournament, which was last Tuesday, they beat Hinckley Finlayson 3-0. Now they come here to Rush City to play very talented Tigers squad. The Bombers will wrap up the season tomorrow on the road at Ogilvie, facing off against the Lions, and their two QRFs are pretty darn similar, both at or around that 55 mark in the QRF points. As we move over and take a look at the Rush City Tigers playing out of Section 7AA, that's split up into two subsections, 1 and 2, but the Tigers are 21-4 on the season, 5-1 overall. They've won 58 sets and have lost only 12. Now, again, they did lose to a section opponent. That was Crosby Ironton who they lost to. That was in a tournament setting, but nonetheless, they lost to a section opponent. Now, does that mean anything for playoffs? No. I've always said, and I'll continue to say, anytime you start the playoffs, you can erase whatever happened in the regular season, no matter the records, no matter what else, and just erase it because the playoff starts a brand new season. But for the Rush City Tigers, again, 21-4, 5-1 in section play. They are 8-1 in the conference, and again, that conference loss to Crosby Ironton does hurt them, so their conference title is now on the line. We're off to a hot start, as hot as you can get, as I try and do some rudimentary math here real quick. It was a 12-0 start. It started with a home tournament where they went 4-0. Then they went 8-0 before a tournament at the Midwest Volleyball Warehouse down in Burnsville. That is where they lost 3 of their 4 matchups. They lost 3 and won 2. Now, I misspoke. I thought that Crosby Ironton match was in a tournament. It was not. It was right after that Midwest Volleyball Warehouse tournament in which they lost to Crosby Ironton 3-2. So I apologize. That was out of that tournament they lost to Crosby Ironton 3-2. But since then it has been, well, as good as you can be. They have gone 5-6-7-0 and have not lost a set since that game. And they have played East Central, Pine City, then went to a Mora tournament where they played some really good teams in the likes of Barnum, Becker, Floodwood, and even Cloquet. And they beat them all and didn't lose a set, ladies and gentlemen. So can you say a little bit of revenge on their mind? I would say so as well. Then they beat Ogilvie last Tuesday 3-0. They will wrap up their season tomorrow night at Onamia against the Mille Lacs Raiders as well. Taking a quick look at the conference standings, the Tigers in that number 2 spot. And unless Crosby Ironton plays another conference opponent, this is going to be Crosby Ironton's conference title. Now, unless they were to lose to East Central tomorrow night, Crosby Ironton is going to be the Great River Conference champions, which is going to be a new winner in the conference for the first time in over a handful of years. So could we see a new conference title holder? We'll have to wait and see tomorrow night. Well, that's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. In the Here's the Pitch pregame, Here's the Pitch in North Branch offers the premier indoor training facility with fast pitch, slow pitch, or baseball batting cages. You can tune up your swing, plus they have that state-of-the-art facility with their pitching machines, or you can bring your own pitcher to perfect next season's swing. Find out more at Here's the Pitch in North Branch in the Tanger Outlet Mall. Take a word from our fine sponsors, then we'll be back for First Serve here on both the 95.5 FM KBK and 106.5 FM AM 1350 WCMP.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Power of attorney, wills, healthcare, funeral and cremation directives, and other issues seem overwhelming. Plan for those ahead of time. Join Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services for a free seminar for area residents called Food and Funerals, Wednesday the 23rd in Sandstone. Learn from a panel of local experts and realize that most things are fairly simple and affordable if taken care of ahead of time. Food and Funerals, a free event. Reserve your spot today, 320-679-1822.
A jewelry store. Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another Man's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Man's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle and Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit CFMotoUSA.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
A jewelry store. Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another Man's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Man's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Mille Lacs Health System has been standing in partnership with their patients for over 65 years. Their mission is to assist those residing in and visiting the Mille Lacs area in achieving and maintaining optimal health. Mille Lacs Health System providing urgent care and emergency services on their main campus in Onamia and family medical care in Onamia, Isle, Hillman, and Garrison. They salute the youth in the communities they serve and wish them good health and good luck.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are iCar and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Again, you just tuned in. You missed the Here's the Pitch pregame show. Talked a little bit about both of these teams and how they've done so far in the season up to this point. But now we are talking about playoffs. That will be beginning next week. Most begin next Wednesday. Some begin Monday. And I think there's, not any of our local teams sections, but I think there's a few that do begin even next Tuesday as well, but next Tuesday will be playoff football, so that is mainly next Tuesday. But these two teams will begin their playoff journeys next Wednesday, and man, oh man, I'm excited, but I wish the regular season didn't have to end at the same time, just because, again, the season is such a journey, and we only get to be a part of it for 8 weeks, and it doesn't seem like it's long enough, but hey, we're here for all of it. Taking a look at your starting lineups here tonight for the Braham Bombers. It is going to be number 1, Zoe Klassman, number 2, Olivia Keys, number 6, Morgan Rysdam, number 7, Mackenzie Gawley, number 8, Bridget Gawley, and then number 12, Lauren Lenez. On the Tigers side, it'll be number 3, Abby Thielander, number 4, Paige Wiener, number 7, Clara Neeson, number 8, Kendra Heinz, number 9, Ellie Thielander, and 18, Natalie Rude. The libero tonight. Oh, and I can't quite see. I believe it's Riley Zeltinger. It is. She will be wearing the number 33 tonight as the libero. So that is the starting lineups for both these teams. They did honor the seniors. Now, no seniors on the players on the court for Rush City, but their managers are seniors. They have 2 managers, senior managers, I should say, Kendall Pillar and Elena Heinz. Those are the 2 senior managers. They honored them here before the national anthem. Very nice of them to do so. And again, no seniors for the players that will be out on the court. So this will be the same team that will be bringing back next year. It's almost not fair sometimes when you look at how Rush City's just been able to reload year in and year out. But hey, they've got a program here, and it has just been phenomenal to watch it. So we will. I do want to mention real quick on the Bombers side, Izzy Shockman, as she's well known, the wrestler and the softball player as well for them. She is the libero tonight, wearing number 20. So if you see the gold jersey out there, it's wearing number 20. That is Izzy Shockman for the Bombers. But again, the white jersey for the Tigers is their libero, Riley Zeltinger, and it will be Shockman who will check in right away for the Bombers as the libero. So I haven't been at too many games where she has started, so this is pretty cool here for Shockman. You can watch her in softball, and she helped her team to state, and man, oh man, that team is going to be fun to watch coming up in spring as well. Looks like the Tigers will serve first here to begin the game. Be Natalie Rude who will serve. She's been starting seemingly since her 8th grade year. I think it was freshman, but I think she did play sometime as an 8th grader as well. But here's a serve, and not what you want as a start if you're the Tigers. But the Bombers get a freebie as that goes into the net. And now readying the serve is Lauren Lenez, and her serve is over. Dug up by Zeltinger. Rude will chase after it, and readying is Ellie Thielander. And now on the far side, they tap it across. A diving dig by Abby Thielander, kept alive, and Abby Thielander will hit it back across. Dug up by the Bombers. They'll look for the kill. That's Morgan Rysdam. She takes some off that one. Zeltinger on the back line, and now hitting it over is Abby Thielander. A low dig that time for Klassman, and pushing it over, and I think she may have gotten it off a block. Mackenzie Gawley with the kill. Serving again, this time will be Lenez. Dug up by the Tigers, and off her back foot that time, I believe, was Ellie Thielander. Looking for the kill. Blocked at the net. Are they going to say 4 hits? Yeah, they are. Okay. I thought Paige Wiener was going to get the block, but they say it went off the net, and it will be a point for the Tigers after 4 hits. Going back to serve for the Tigers is Abby Thielander. Right at the right side of your screen. The serve is over and dug up by Klassman. On the far side, hitting it across is Mackenzie Gawley. In fact, she won't hit it across. It will be into the net. I spoke too soon. 2-2. Abby Thielander back to serve. And it's over. A low dig that time for Mackenzie Golly near the net. Bridget tries to keep it alive, and then Schockman with the final hit to just put it back in play, but that one a little too far out of her reach. I like the fact that Schockman laid out for that one. Get used to that because that Schockman is such an aggressive player in a good way. Golly with the dig on the serve, and it's going to push it into the antenna, which is going to be an ace for Abby Thielander. Ace that time for Thielander, and again, you can't quite see her as I have to move the camera. She starts really far back. She likes to get a nice run up on this serve. The serve is over, dug up by Schockman. Morgan Rysdam keeps it alive, and the bump over, nice job there by Lenez. Dug up by the Tigers on the far side, looking for the kill, and what a good job placement-wise there by Clara Neeson, getting that one down for the kill. Her first of the evening. Thielander serves. She takes up Moffitt this time. Rysdam with the dig. She'll push it on the far side for one of the Gollies. I believe that was Bridget. Bridget Golly that time with the kill for Braham. Scoreboard agrees with me as well. Morgan Rysdam to serve. It's a line drive. Zeltinger there for the dig. Rude. And now Ellie Thielander will look for the kill on the back line. That was not Lenez. That was Kunke. Rysdam, rather, and Rysdam another diving dig. Pushed back over. Abby Thielander there. Rude setting it up on the far side for Neeson, and Neeson's going to get it down in front of a diving Rysdam to make it 6-3. Got a substitution for the Tigers. Paige Wiener out, and in is Kendra Heinz. Back to serve is number 20, Shania Anderson, and it's over, dug up by the Bombers on that far side, Classman, and now off a block at the net. Bridget Golly's hit is kept alive. Ellie Thielander, I think she even hit that one, but hey, it still gets over, and it's a kill no less for Ellie Thielander. Hey, it doesn't always have to be perfect. Sometimes you just need a little bit of luck. Shania Anderson, a serve again. It is over, dug up by Classman. They'll set it up by Classman, and then a diving dig there. Mackenzie Golly with the hit, and a diving dig by Rude, but that hit is going to push it too far out of play. And Izzy Schockman will be back to serve. Schockman, the sophomore for the Bombers. Shania Anderson with the dig. Rude sets. And Ellie Thielander will look for the kill. Off a block, a diving dig there from Schockman. Hit back across into a block by Keys, and then kept alive there by Heinz, but then nobody home for the Tigers to try and get underneath that one after that hit. 7-5. Schockman a serve. On that far sideline, Anderson with the dig. They'll set it up for Neeson. That is in on this near side corner for the kill. Clara Neeson, another great placement there by her for the kill, and she's going to go back to serve for the Tigers. (8-5). Tigers lead, and the serve over from Neeson. Rysdam with the dig on the back line. They'll set it up for Classman at the front of the line. Blocked at the net. Oh my goodness, and what were the Tigers doing? It was blocked at the net, and then he had the entire team just kind of stare at it as it fell right in the middle of the entire team. Nobody went after it. A little bit of confusion as to who was supposed to get that. Ava Kunke will now check into the game for Braham. It's over. Dug up by Neeson. Rude. That's for Abby Thielander. Blocked at the net, and she'll get the dig. Ellie Thielander back into play. Shania Anderson hits it across. Dug up by Classman. They'll push it on that far side for Keys, but it's kept alive off a block. And then again, Rude is there after the block for the Tigers. Ellie Thielander, and that is in on that back corner. Great job by Ellie Thielander with that hit. You almost can't do it any better than what Ellie Thielander did just there. Very nice job by Ellie Thielander. Speaking of Ellie, she's going to go back and she'll serve now. 9-6 is the score. It's over. Schockman. We've seen her jumping around after the dig as she upset with herself on that one. 10-6 is now the score. Ellie Thielander gives herself an ace. Here's the serve again. They're going to go right back to Schockman, but it's nicely dug up. Lenez is there, blocked at the net by Abby T-Lander, and then blocked again. Abby T-Lander again looking for the kill, but nice job getting that one across by Olivia Keys. Kept alive by the Tigers, and Abby T-Lander, light tap cross. This is going to get into the referee's ladder, and it's going to be a Tiger point. What an effort by both squads that time to try and get that point. That was impressive. Ellie T-Lander serve. Oh, it hits the net and rolls over. You can't teach it, and it's not something you necessarily want to have happen, but hey, if you can do that and it works 9 times out of 10, you're going to take it, and that's an ace again for Ellie T-Lander. This one's over. Schockman is there for the dig. They'll line up Klassman, and Klassman will get the kill. Marie Klassman with the kill through a block, I might add, and she's going to go back to serve. It's up and over, dug up on the back line by Neeson. Rude, and setting it up there for Kendra Hines, but it was blocked, and it's blocked again. That's Morgan Rysdam with the block that time. It is now 12-8 after the last 2 Braham points. Klassman, the serve, just does get over. Anderson there for the dig. Rude sets for Abby T-Lander. And just, again, really good placement on that one from Abby T-Lander. Didn't need to do too much with it. And sends it back the other way for the kill. Paige Wiener will check in for Anderson. 13-8 is our score. Back to serve for Rush is Kendra Heinz. And Heinz got up on that one as it's dug up on the back line by Ava Kunke. Morgan Rysdam looks for the kill. Dug up by Neeson on the back line, kept alive by Heinz, and hitting it over is Paige Wiener. At the back line, dug up and trying to push it across, but Rude is there. And Ellie T-Lander will hit it back across. Dug up by Kunke. They'll set up on that far side. Hit into the block by Keys, but then dug up by Keys. Right at the net, blocked by Rude. Dug up again by Rysdam. They'll set it up in the middle for Klassman. And we're going to get a legal hit there by Braham. That will lead to the Tiger point. Otherwise, looked like that might have been Braham's point because of how hard that one was hit. Heinz will serve, and it's into the net. Serve error there makes it 14-9. Olivia Keys will ready the serve, and it's over. Dug up by Ellie T-Lander to Rude. Sets it up for Wiener. Wiener has to readjust. Then it's dug up by Kunke. Now setting it up for Rysdam. And off of the dig attempt there by Riley Zeltinger, a kill for Morgan Rysdam. Makes it 14-10, excuse me. Keys the serve. Dug up by T-Lander. That's Ellie. Because now Abby will look for the kill, and it's through the block for Abby T-Lander. 15-10. Natalie Rude back to serve. The serve is over, a low dig there for Kunke. Then dug up by Ellie T-Lander of the Tigers. Abby T-Lander at a difficult angle. It's blocked at the net, dug up by Schockman. Now for one of the Gollies, that's Bridget. On that far side, Clara Neeson looking for the kill. And it goes long on the hit from Neeson to make it 15-11. Mackenzie Golly checks in for Kunke. Back to serve is Lauren Lenez. And no, they thought it was out, but it took an absolute nosedive at the last possible second for Lenez. And Lauren Lenez gets the ace. What a dive that took. My goodness. Almost like she had a remote control attached to it. Just, here, dive now. I mean, my goodness. And Zeltinger can't get the clean dig. Another ace for Lenez, and all of a sudden it's 15-13. Bombers within 2. Another Lenez serve, another line drive. Zeltinger this time with the clean dig to Rude. Paige Wiener looks for the kill, and she gets it through a Bomber block. Make it 16-13 after the Paige Wiener kill. And back to serve will be Abby Thielander. It's over. Dug up on this near sideline by Rysdam, setting it up for Rysdam. Oh! You won't see that happen again. I promise you. Rysdam completely mistimed it, and you will not see her make that mistake probably again in her career, if I'm being honest. She's got one more year left, as she is only a junior, and you probably will not see her make that again. Meanwhile, the Tigers, I don't know how, but they kept that alive, falling on their back, off their back feet, and now Golly has a chance for the kill, but it's a diving dig by Zeltinger. Now Abby Thielander coming up for it, a light tap across. Dug up by the Bombers. Morgan Rysdam looking for the kill. Off the block at the net, Abby Thielander, Paige Wiener, again after the block, and looks like we had, Paige Wiener on the dive there. Unfortunately crossed the line of the net, and you can't do that. She did a really good job to try and stop herself and then actually roll back onto her own side, but just couldn't quite keep herself from sliding, and that's kind of what happened, is more or less she's just slid. They'll set it up for Wiener. She'll try and get the kill again off the rafters, and she'll get it. A nice comeback there for Paige Wiener. Get the kill after, again, you can't, it's a mistake, yes, but you really can't even, I don't want to call it a mistake, because I think if I'm Coach Thielander, I'm looking at her going, hey, that's a good play. I'm not going to be mad at you for giving effort. So Bridget Golly, this is off the net, somehow kept alive, and then Heinz to Rude, who pushes it across. Bombers have it. Golly on that far side into a block. It stays on their side. Thanks to Neeson and Heinz. Now over, dug up there by Abby Thielander, Rude, and it gets across. Heinz was going to touch it, but it wound up just getting across anyways. Making it 19-14. And looks like we're at a timeout here by Braham. While they take one, we will as well. Back after 30 seconds here on 95.5 FM and 106.5.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK. Game day going out here at Rush City High School for this Great River Conference matchup. The Tigers hosting the Braham Bombers. Again, the Tigers need East Central to beat Crosby Ironton tomorrow night. Just even have a share of the conference title, because if Crosby Ironton wins tomorrow night, Rush City, for the first time in what feels like forever, is not going to have at least a share of the conference title. That is going to be, it's going to be a weird feeling if they don't. Shania Anderson with the serve. Set up by Kunke. They'll set it, no, excuse me, that was Classman. They'll set it over to Classman. It's blocked at the net, but the Bombers kept it alive. A few dives to keep it alive, but the hit then goes long on the kill attempt, and it is Tiger point. 20-14. Shania Anderson will ready. It is over. Schockman is there with the dig. They'll set it up on this near side for Golly. She taps it across, and Heinz will push it back over. Heinz again off the block, and now Neeson hits it over. And Golly, that's Bridget, no, excuse me, Mackenzie Golly, and the block that time by Heinz. Oh, what a good play by Kendra Heinz. Push that one back over. They get 21-14. Anderson again with the serve. Schockman, another clean dig. They'll push it across to Zoe Classman. Off a block from the Tigers, and it gets down for Classman. Serve here from Schockman, a light serve. It is a diving dig by Abby Thielander, who just kept it alive. Ellie Thielander will get it across. The Bombers will set it up now on that far side off of a little block, and then Keys hits it over. Ellie Thielander off her back foot hits it over as well to Schockman with the dig. And Mackenzie Golly will look for the kill, and she'll get it. So Mackenzie Golly now with the kill. And Shockman, no. Tried to go with that serve that she takes a little something off, and it comes down just across the net, but took a little too much off that time, as now Clara Neeson will serve. Neeson's serve is over, dug up by Shockman. They try to hit it across, and it works. Lauren Lennes just did all she could to help out Shockman to keep that one from hitting the court. She pushes it over, and North City just not quite ready for it. Ava Kunke will check in and go back to serve for the Bombers. And her serve is over, dug up by Neeson. Abby Thielander and Heinz will hit it across. Shockman is there for the dig. Over now to Keys. This hit is dug up by Neeson. And Abby Thielander unloads on that one, but blocked at the net. That'll help Morgan Rysdam keep it up. And now Lennes hits it across, dug up by the Tigers. And here's Kendra Heinz with the kill. (23-17). Ellie Thielander to serve. Shockman there. Now to Keys, but it's dug up by the Tigers. Abby Thielander looks for the kill. That one is going to roll on the backboard of the basketball hoop after the dig, and Shockman did all she could just to try and keep up with that one. I don't blame Shockman there. That was, first of all, wow. And then just to try and keep up with it, that was tough. 24-17, set point for the Tigers as the service over, and almost got Thielander with the over the net. I think, not quite sure what the call is there, but the Tigers will win set 1, 25-17. So we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back after a Hones Auto Body and Glass set break. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora with over 44 years of experience.
Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the season.
Hey guys, you gonna finally let me in on the big hunt this year?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Honey, there's a lot of preparation that goes into hunting.
Preparation, huh? Like
Getting to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn in Mora so I can have the right gun, scope, blind, and stand. And no matter what caliber I'm shooting, Bob always has the right ammo.
Ha, thanks, boys. I went to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn. They have everything a hunter needs to be prepared.
Okay. I do love Almost Yours Gun and Pawn.
907 Union Street, Mora.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony. I'm Megan.
And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine.
Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes,
we're all about hair that feels like you. At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident, fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
There's always room for you at Dapper and Divine. How would you like to get a brow wax for free? Mention this ad with Annie Coloring, free brow wax all month. Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop.
Back here on KBK and WCMP, getting ready for set 2 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. The Tigers lead 1-0 over the Braham Bombers. You can see the dash under the Tigers' name that signifies the set win. And the Tigers have one, Bombers have none, but that is just for now. As we ready for set 2 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, they have 3 locations: Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. And their board certified orthodontists are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today, embracemn.com. And both teams will be out there. They'll wait for everyone to be set to get. And the libero will check in for the Tigers, Zeltinger. And the Braham libero waiting to check in. And it'll be Shockman. I believe Braham will start this set with the serve. They will. So Braham readies. It's Lauren Lenez to start with the serve. And here it is. It's over dug up by Ellie T-Lander. Rude with the set. And Neeson hit it long. And Braham starts with the first point. Neeson, man, she had a really good look at that one and squared it up nicely, just a little too much on it. Meanwhile, Lenez with the serve again. Zeltinger is there. Rude will set it up for Paige Wiener, and what a good hit by Paige Wiener to get that one down in the back line. And that's a kill for Paige Wiener, her third of the night. Tied for the team lead with T-Lander and Neeson. Meanwhile, now we'll get this ace here for Natalie Rude. Looking for another one, as that one was in on that far sideline the last time. This time going to be dug up by the Bombers. It's over, dug up by Rude. Off the net, kept alive by Ellie T-Lander and hit over by Wiener. Oh, and now we're going to get a whistle. And is Braham going to be over the line? I think they are. Well, that'll make it 3-1 as Braham accidentally goes over the line. Rude will ready a serve. It's over on that far sideline again. Klassman with the dig, pushed over. Oh, what a very smart play there by Mackenzie Golly. Just notices that, hey, the Tigers are not at this spot, and that is where I'm going to go with it right now. And caught the Tigers completely off guard. Uh-oh. Now do we have I think a formation type of lineup error on the Bombers? We'll wait and see. We did get the whistle, and then the head ref here on the ladder said, hey, it's Tiger Point, and this is why. Now, Lauren Lenez is going to talk with the referee on the ladder, and we'll see. So, looks like they decide differently. So it looks like they decide and say, hey, that this is the case. This is where everyone's supposed to be, and we're good to go. Morgan Rysdam will serve. It's over, dug up by Ellie T-Lander to Rude, and Abby T-Lander looks to send it home, and Rysdam got the dig. Kept alive by Bridget Golly. What a play nearing the bleachers. Now looking for the kill, Neeson. And I thought it went off a block of Braham, but the referees who have the better look at the net say it only went off the net out of bounds. So that's going to be Braham point. Well, it started with a fantastic second hit by Bridget Golly. She deserves a ton of credit for that point. This serve is over. Ellie T-Lander gets it, and racing after it is Neeson just to put it back into play, and Abby T-Lander with the bump across. This one near the net. It's over. Neeson can't quite keep it alive. It was near the net, and they just did all they could, but it wasn't enough. Rysdam serve is over. Ellie T-Lander. Rude with the set, and Paige Wiener. That good hit there by Wiener for the kill to tie this one back up at 4. Abby Thielander will serve. It's over, dug up by Schockman, right towards the net, but keeping it alive is Lenez. Klassman will look for the kill through the block. Klassman gets it. And right now, the Tigers just not being strong enough on their blocks at the net. And believe it or not, they're actually getting plenty of height on it. They're just not being strong enough in their block right now. Schockman will serve. It's over. Dug up by Abby Thielander to Rude, who sets. Ellie Thielander will look for the kill off a block to Rysdam at the back line. Lenez sets, and hitting it over is Keys. Dug up now by Abby Thielander to Rude to Wiener. And that's going to be off the Schockman dig, and it will get down for Paige Wiener. 5-all. And a couple subs here for Rush City. Wiener and Zeltinger check out. In comes Willow Stream. And I did not see the other, I believe it's Kendra Heinz who checked in. Willow Stream is back to serve. It is over, and now hit back cross by Keys. That gets back across off the dig attempt from Abby Thielander. And then the hit from the dig from the Bombers pushes it over the net, but out of bounds. Willow Stream will serve again for Rush City. And it's over. Dug up by Rysdam on the back line to Lenez. And on that far side, it's going to be Olivia Keys, who again, this time hits it through a block. And if you are Rush City, you're not going to be too happy with those getting through your blocks right now. Ava Kunke in, and she's going to serve for the Bombers. 6-all. This one is over, dug up by Abby Thielander on the back line. Abby Thielander will get the set from Rude, but then it's dug up by Rysdam on the back line after a block. Klassman looking for the kill, and just not paying close enough attention are the Tigers. That's going to go off a block and get down right behind them. A kill there for Klassman, her 4th. Here's the serve from Ava Kunke towards the net. Great job by Rube to keep that alive off of the deflection on the net, but just can't quite do it, and that hold on, I'm a little bit ahead. 7-all. I apologize. So I thought I seen that. Okay, so the referee did point and towards Rush City side that it was their point. I'm not sure what the call is. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, not quite sure what the call is there, but it's going to be Tiger point, and now it's Neeson who will serve. Schockman with the dig, pushes it back across the net. Ellie Thielander to Rude, and looking for the kill, though. That was, I think, Heinz, and it's back over by the Bombers. On the near side, Ellie Thielander, well, she was going to jump, but had to readjust. This one into the net, kept alive, and hit over by Keys. Dug up by Abby Thielander. This is going to be a tough angle for Ellie Thielander, but hey, she gets it across. Nice job there by her. They'll set it up now for Klassman, who hits it into the net. Eight to 7, Tigers lead. And now Coach Giffro wants just a quick word with the referee. I think she might be talking about the Tigers maybe getting a little too far over the net on their block attempts. We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, the serve is over, dug up by Kunke. And now Klassman, another kill. Klassman has the team lead in 5 right now, and that is going to make us tied at 8. Bombers doing a really good job here in this second set, keeping it close. And quite honestly, the Tigers have just made far too many mistakes here in this second. Zoe Klassman will serve. It is over, dug up by Ellie Thielander. Rude sets on this near side, Abby Thielander to send it home. And I'm not quite sure what Klassman was doing there, unless she maybe thought it was too close for a teammate to try and go get. She was back there along with her teammate, and that kind of went right between them, but I would have liked to see Klassman go after that one, as she's kind of helped her team build momentum. 9-8 after the kill there from Thielander. The serve is over. Dug up, and Morgan Rysdam. A mistake, again, you rarely see her make. Mishits that one, and that'll make it 10-8. Ellie Thielander, the serve. It is over and dug up by the Bombers. Now right at the net. It was blocked back and forth by both teams. Braham has it. They'll hit it across. Ellie Thielander there. Rude for Heinz, and it's a kill for Kendra Heinz. Well, we might get a whistle there on Rush City because it looked like they had either touched the net or been a little bit too far over, but not the case. 11-8 is our score. Here's the serve from Ellie Thielander, dug up by Kunke to the front of the net, and now Morgan Rysam will line that one up. Just a great job. She ran up on it as if she was going to hit it one way and completely redirected it on the hit. It was just a really smart play there by Morgan Rysam. Here's the serve now from Keys. It's dug up by the Tigers. Heinz will just tap it across, and that's a really good play there by Kendra Heinz, who will get the kill. And her team has the point back, 12-9. Shockman back in for the Bombers. Back to serve is Kendra Heinz. Out is Willow Stream. Heinz serve is over. Dug up by Kunke on the back line. They'll set it up for Rysam, and she mishit it into the net. And one thing I've noticed with Rysam, and she has a really big hit. And she can wind up that swing, but I've noticed sometimes that almost affects her clean swing. Meanwhile, this back and forth, and Abby Thielander will hit it over, but it's going to be out of bounds on the hit. 13-10. I just continue on with the Rysam. Again, she's got a powerful swing, but I think, one, she needs to work on the accuracy, but I think, again, sometimes she can swing a little too hard and almost swing herself out of an accurate hit. So if she can put all of it together, which I have a feeling she will come next year, or even before playoffs and or the end of the season, I think she'll be just fine. What a smart play there. A very smart serve by Lauren Lenez to get the ace. She's seen that, hey, Tigers are sitting back on this serve, so she just lightly lays it over the net and gets the ace. This one's over, dug up by Ellie Thielander to Rude. Wiener with the kill. We're really impressed with Paige Wiener here this evening. Team lead in kills now with 6 of them. She's been really impressed with her play. Natalie Rude to serve. It just clears the net, and it's dug up by Klassman. And then, well, Lenez got this set and hit it right to Rysam, who tried to keep it alive, but only did what she could. Here's the serve. It's over. And pushed backwards there by the dig from Klassman. Rysam got it, and then her and her teammate Lenez, a bad miscommunication led to that one getting down. So it's a timeout called here by the Bombers. And while they take one, we will as well. 30 seconds.
The Classic Edge HDX from Central Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything. Your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX. The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating. It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood. And you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler Sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK. Tigers lead here in the second set, 16-12. They lead in overall sets 1-0. Tigers have their pep band out this evening, but the Bombers student section has filled up over there. Got a good crowd out here tonight in Rush City High School. Bombers with the most recent timeout. It's 16-12. And Natalie Rude has the serve for Rush City. Here's the serve. Dug up on that far side by Klassman. They'll set it up for Rysam on this near side, and off the block, it goes out of bounds. And Rysam with the kill. And speaking of, she'll go back to serve. 16-13. Oh, man. That one goes into the net. I think it just looked like she rushed her serve routine there. Just kind of threw her off a little bit. That's what it looked like from up here, but again, could be wrong. This serve is over, dug up by Schockman. Great effort by Klassman, and then unfortunately Mackenzie Gawley on that hit could not get it back over the net. But again, great effort by the Bombers. Thielander will serve. Again, she likes to get a good run on it, but this one going to be into the net, 18-14. And again, a serve routine is so delicate. I don't care who's back there serving. It could be a senior who's been starting since 7th grade or a freshman who's got her first chance. Doesn't matter. If your serve routine is messed up at all, in the least, it is so hard to overcome that because it completely messes up. And again, it is such a routine for who's ever serving. So if it gets interrupted at all, more than likely it's going to be a serve error. Meanwhile, this was over, and then Black blocked. There we go. Back and forth by each team, but the final block by the Bombers sent it out of bounds. Meanwhile, the serve here from Willow Stream is over and blocked by Heinz. Kept alive by the Bombers, and Schockman's going to push it over. Nice job by Braham. Running up on it, looking for the kill as Heinz again blocked at the net. She'll keep it alive with the block of her own. Ellie Thielander with the kill. Love seeing the effort here tonight by both of these squads. It is so much fun to see these two teams go at it the way they do. And we're going to get a timeout here by Braham once again while they take one. We will as well here on KBK WCMP.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Scoreboard as the Tigers on top, 20-14 over the Bombers of Braham. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Find out more at embracemn.com. So the Tigers with the serve, Willow Stream, and what a great job there by Rysam at the very last second, pulling her dig attempt back and allowing that one to go long. So they get a point here on the error on the serve, and Ava Kunke will check in to serve for Braham. And it's over, dug up by Thielander. That's Ellie Thielander to Rude. Ellie Thielander through a block and gets it over for the kill. Ellie Thielander having a nice night as well. She has 5 kills. And Clara Neeson to serve. It's over. A late dig by Ava Kunke, kept alive by Leniz, and then hit across by Keys. Dug up here, and Heinz for the Tigers gets the kill. They get 22-15. Kendra Heinz. You know, as we go forward, both these squads have just done a really good job with some of their non-starters making some big plays here in this one. Been really impressed with the depth of this team continuing to grow and experience. Meanwhile, the serve is over, and it's hit into a block, but nice job by Heinz and Rude to keep that one alive. Now Abby Thielander will hit it across, dug up by Rysam on the back line. They'll set it up, and getting it over, and, well, through a block, and then Abby Thielander basically caught it. It'll be Olivia Keys with the kill. Make it 22-16. The serve here. That is Klassman, and Tigers will hit it back over. They'll set it up for Rysam through a block, a diving dig there from Abby Thielander, and Heinz cannot get it over. She was trying just to tap that one over the blockers and get it just in front of that back line, but took a little too much off of that one. And Klassman with the serve. 22-17, it's over. Neeson with the dig on that far side. Ellie Thielander, it's off of a block or two, and then we get, I think, a bomber into actually past the line. I think that might have been Shockman. But again, you're not going to be too upset because she's just trying to make a play. Here's the serve from Ellie Thielander. And the Bombers still keep it alive. Morgan Risam off a block. Dug up by Stream. Near side, Abby Thielander off a block and gets the kill. 24-17. Set point for Rush City. Abby Thielander now with 5 as well. Kills, that is. Ellie Thielander to serve. Set point, 24-17. Tigers lead. Here's the serve. It's over. Dug up by Klassman. And looking for Keys, but it's dug up by Stream. To Rude. Abby Thielander will bump it over. Dug up by Keys. They'll set it up for Rysam. She taps it over. And off the tip at the net by Rush City, just in front of Rude. And Morgan Rysam will get credited with the kill. Again, very smart play by Morgan Rysam there. As now Keys will serve. It's over. Dug up by the Tigers on this near side. Abby Thielander will look for the kill. And that's going to send it into the bleachers. And that will do it. So 25-18 is the final here in set number 2. We'll take a commercial break and be back after another Holmes Auto Body and Glass set break. With over 44 years of experience, they are ICAR and ASE certified over there in their state-of-the-art facility in Mora.
Power of attorney, wills, healthcare, funeral and cremation directives, and other issues seem overwhelming. Plan for those ahead of time. Join Methven Funeral and Cremation Services for a free seminar for area residents called Food and Funerals, Tuesday the 21st in Mora at 11:30 or 6. Learn from a panel of local experts and realize that most things are fairly simple and affordable if taken care of ahead of time. Food and Funerals, a free event. Reserve your spot today. 320-679-1822.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP. Whoops. Don't mean to get the replay in there, but just to show you that we can do the replays, we do have that ability. Oh, now I gotta stand up, make the old man noise. I am an old man now. I'm officially 30 years old. So I'm allowed to make that noise now. I've earned the right. Just kidding. Back to the things you care about. Set 2 won by the Tigers 25-18, so they lead 2 sets to none. That's why you see 2 dashes underneath their team name on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Third set is here, and the Tigers trying to make it a clean 3-0 sweep this evening, but the Bombers, you know what, are far from out of this. Can they win this set and bring it to at least a 4th? Shockman again will check back in. She is the libero tonight for the Bombers. Again, I haven't called a ton of Braham volleyball games this year. I think I've called 3 or 4, and in those I haven't seen her start. I've seen her play. I haven't seen her start, but tonight she is the starter as the libero. She's done a really good job here tonight. Love the effort by her. And again, she is a wrestler, so that should tell you what kind of player she is. Aggressive at all times, in the best way. Meanwhile, Rude will start the set with the serve. It's going to be an ace for Natalie Rude. And believe it or not, that's only her second ace of the evening. We have seen her get plenty in an entire match, but only the second here tonight. Here's another opportunity, but this one's cleanly dug up by Mackenzie Golly on the far side for Bridget. It's off a block. Rude will get it, and now it's Zeltinger, and hit back cross by Abby Thielander. Trying to get the dig was Bridget Golly, but it landed right in between her and one of her teammates. So actually that will be an Abby Thielander kill because she was the one who hit it. Natalie Rude will serve 2-0. Schockman with the dig. They'll set it up for Rysam off a block. Beautifully done by the Tigers and kept alive. Now Paige Wiener will look for the kill. Schockman got the dig, and I think again they're going to get one of the Bombers for crossing the line at what would be midcourt, but that's where the net sits, and you can't cross that center line, and looks like that's what they got again there. Rude will serve. It's over, dug up by Schockman near the net, kept alive there by Leniz, tapped over by Bridget Golly. Tigers will look for the kill. It's Abby Thielander. That one is sent to the back line, and what a great job there by Zeltinger, and I think I couldn't quite tell what Thielander was saying. It sounded like maybe leave it, but again, I'm not 100% sure, but it works out anyways as he tried to help Zeltinger out there on that far sideline. Yeah, he did say leave it, but now that I'm watching him interact with Zeltinger, he did say leave it, but he's also telling Zeltinger now, hey, it worked. You did a really good job, and nice job of keeping that one alive. And again, sometimes you do that, and you keep it alive, but you put it all over the court, and so your team has to kind of run after it and be behind the 8 ball, as I like to say, but that time she did it perfectly. Meanwhile, the serve is over from Braham. They keep it alive. Rude with the set, and now Abby Thielander looks for kill. Len is there for the dig to Klassman, and now Mackenzie Golly, ooh, tried to push it over, but completely mishit that one. It'll be 5-1. Serving is Abby Thielander. Rysam is there with the dig. They'll set it up for Rysam on the near side. Blocked at the net. That's Paige Wiener. Now, I seen her play a couple of times this year with the Tigers. I haven't called a bunch of Tiger games this year, which is weird. Me personally, anyways. We've covered them plenty, but I just haven't covered a ton of Tiger games this year. I've been all over. But in the time I've seen her play, man, oh man, has she done a good job with the blocks this year. It's a timeout. We're going to take 30 seconds. Be back.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
The Bombers with the timeout there. 6-1 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Tigers will ready the serve. It's Abby Thielander. Schockman gets that one, and now Mackenzie Golly with the kill. Make it 6-2. Mackenzie Golly feeling it after that one, getting it through the block. And now Morgan Rysdam to serve. Zeltinger there with the dig, and Ellie Thielander will look for the kill. Schockman on that far side. Now Bridget Golly to the front of the net, and Neeson will push it over. Morgan Rysdam, the sliding dig. Mackenzie Golly keeps alive off the block, push back over. Zeltinger with the dive, but it's not going to be enough. 6-3. So will that be Mackenzie Golly's kill, or will... Yeah, it will. Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it slowly but surely. Rysdam with the serve. It is over. Zeltinger there. Hey, on the set, keeps alive, and Neeson will push it across. Two Tiger players nearly collide. Meanwhile, Bridget-Golly looks for the kill, but it's blocked at the net, and it's Neeson with the block for Rush City. 7-3. Paige Wiener and Zeltinger out. Willow Stream. And I can't quite see. I think it's Heinz who's also in. Stream serve is over. Dug up there by Klassman. They'll push it back over for Klassman on the set. And now Abby Thielander with the dig to Rude on the far side. Neeson. And was it on a block? I think so. I think it was a block at the net by Braham. And what an impressive block there by the Bombers. Schockman will serve. It's over. Dug up by Stream, setting it up for Heinz. And just getting it over. And Schockman with the diving knee. They keep it across, do the Bombers. Ellie Thielander hits it too far on that far sideline. 7-5. Timeout is working for the Bombers. Schockman into the net. I thought it was going to have a chance to kind of roll its way over. Unfortunately, it just stayed on that side of the net for the Bombers. Claire Neeson back to serve. And it's just long. That was, just long. It was close, but yeah, it just went a little too far. Substitution here for the Bombers as Ava Kunke checks in, and she will serve. This is over, dug up by Ellie Thielander to Rude on this near side. It's Abby Thielander who has to just lightly push it across, dug up there by Lenez, and on the far side looking for the kill is Keys, but it's dug up after the block, and Ellie Thielander there. Heinz, and now hit across by Abby Thielander. Schockman with the dig. They'll set it up for Keys again. Abby Thielander. This hit is going to go across, and now the hit by Keys. Roll. Yeah, okay. Rolls along the net and comes down out of bounds on that far side. So the hit there by Keys actually rolled that ball across the net, and then it came down out of bounds. And now serve here from Ellie Thielander. It's dug up by Schockman, blocked at the net there by Heinz. This one over, Thielander and Stream to push it over. That's Rysdam, blocked at the net. Abby Thielander there for the block. Ten to 6 here in the third set. Ellie Thielander serve is over. Schockman to Lenez, blocked at the net, Klassman, and the Bombers keep it alive, but that'll be 4 hits. Great effort there by the Bombers. Just to even get that one, but 4 hits. And again, an Ellie Thielander serve. 11 to 6, serve is over. Kunke with the dig, Schockman sets for Keys, and it's blocked at the net by Heinz, but the Bombers keep it alive. Lenez will push it over. More or less a bump, and now Abby Thielander. Oh, it's kept alive on the back line by Rysdam, and now Heinz again. Rysdam is there once again. Keys, Ellie Thielander. Oh, miscommunication, and it's going to be a kill. What a job by the Bombers. What a play. They get 11 to 7. And here's the serve. It is over. That time from Klassman. And looking for the kill is Heinz. And she gets it for the Tigers. Checking in and going back to serve again, Shania Anderson, only a sophomore. And only 3 juniors on the squad. It just doesn't, it's ridiculous. Schockman with the dig off the serve. It's over the net. And that's Rude who hits it over. Now Rysdam hits it over. And Paige Wiener hits it across. And now we're going to get a double. Oh, they got a double hit, I think, maybe on possibly Wiener. I didn't quite see it, but certainly doesn't mean it didn't happen. Here's the serve now from Keys. It's over, dug up. And now Wiener will look to get one back, and she does. Good hit there from Paige Wiener to make it 13-8. Yeah, Paige Wiener's done a really good job tonight. Now the serve back to Natalie Rude. Rude with the serve. It's in for an ace. Flag over there. Just had to think about it for one more second just to be sure she was sure what she was seeing. And she's sure, and that is in for an ace for Natalie Rude. The serve is over. This time dug up by Kunke. They'll line it up for Rysdam, and just a very smart play by Rysdam. What I love about Rysdam's play is she has the ability to race up to a ball and act like she is going to absolutely destroy it, and then just lightly tap it across like a feather. She has that ability, and believe it or not, it's not as easy as it sounds. I mean, volleyball's not as easy as it sounds, for Pete's sake, but that especially. 14-10 after the hit from Ellie Thielander sends it sailing out of play, and it will be Lennes to serve again. This time dug up by Zeltinger, and Abby Thielander will look for the kill. Diving dig there from Klassman to the back line. Zeltinger with the dig. Rude sets it up for Paige Wiener, and she gets yet another kill. Apologize, the camera working up a little bit on you, but 15-10 after the Paige Wiener kill. Abby Thielander to the serve. Schockman to Lennes, sending it up for Mackenzie Golly. Dug up by Ellie Thielander. I think we got Mackenzie Golly who went past that line, and it will be a Tiger point, 16-10. Again, Bombers need to win this set to bring it to a fourth. Otherwise, it would be a clean sweep for the Tigers. Abby Thielander with the serve. Schockman dig. Morgan Rysdam. Oh, just too long. Goes long on that far sideline. 17-10. Again, she has an incredibly powerful hit. Sometimes just needs to reel it in. I mean, just. Not trying to, again, pick on anybody, but love to see her kind of perfect that, and I think she will before the season is over. 30 seconds back after a word from our fine sponsors.
Are you tired of long commutes to the Twin Cities to work in the HVAC field? Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City is now hiring full-time installation and service technicians to join their growing team. Dale's Heating and Appliance is an established Lennox Premier dealer looking to expand their business. Benefits include competitive wages, health insurance, paid vacation, paid holidays, 401k, and more. Submit your resume to daleshvac@yahoo.com or visit Dale's Heating and Appliance in downtown Pine City today.
Thanks to all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do, whether it be spring, summer, winter, fall. We appreciate them all. See what I did there? 17-10. Tigers with the lead after the Bomber timeout. Abby Thielander will serve. It's a lob serve over, dug up by Klassman. Lennon sets for Rysdam. But a good dig there by Zeltinger. And now an awkward angle for Abby Thielander. Somehow, some way, gets that one across. And now, was it tipped? It was. And that'll be a kill for Bridget Golly. Wasn't quite sure if it was tipped or not, but yes, it was. As it gets through. It did come down out of bounds, but because it was tipped on its way through, it'll be a kill for Bridget Golly. To serve, Morgan Rysdam for the Bombers. Zeltinger with the dig. And Rude, as she is the setter, calls off Abby Thielander. Now it's over, dug up by Schockman. And Bridget Golly again. Rude is there for the dig. Abby Thielander sets for Neeson. Neeson looks for the kill. Oh, and Morgan Rysdam. And it's not so much that she made a mistake at all. That ball just kind of traveled a little bit funky. Great read on it again by Rysdam. Again, didn't misplay it at all. That ball, again, just had an awkward flight to it as it was coming down. It was certainly coming down, and she made the correct dive play at it, but that just had a funky flight to it. I can't describe it. Willow Stream now will serve. Schockman is there, and Lennes will just tap it across. Nice job by her on the set. And Ellie Thielander to hit it across, dug up by Rysdam on the back line. And now this hit there from Klassman for the kill. So Classman makes it 18-12. The Bombers not going away quietly here in this one. And it will be Shockman who will serve for Braham. Shockman's serve is over. Oh, a late dig from Stream. Rude sets and Ellie T-Lander looks for the kill, but it's blocked at the net. Tigers keep it alive. Ellie T-Lander again off the net. Diving dig by Shockman, pushed back over by Classman. Rude will set for Heinz. It's at the net again, blocked. I think that was Classman who gets the block. 18-13. Here's the serve from Shockman. It's going to be an ace. Willow Stream couldn't handle it as well as she would have liked to have. And Shockman with her first ace on the evening. Make it 18-14 now. First serve over, dug up by Abby T-Lander to Rude. On the far side, Neeson. And the dig goes backwards, but Rysdam racing after it. And Lena's dig just a little bit too off the front of the fist that time, 19-14. Neeson will go back to serve for the Tigers of Rush City. Here's the serve, dug up by Rysdam. Lena's sets for Classman, and just through everybody. Beautiful hit there by Classman. As good as you can do it right there. And Kunke in for Mackenzie Golly. And Kunke will serve. 19-15. Here's the serve, dug up by Ellie T-Lander. Rude sets, and Ellie T-Lander comes back with an absolute missile for the kill. And Ellie T-Lander is now readying to serve for Rush City. Here is the serve. Shockman there. Set, and now Classman looking for the kill. Blocked at the net, dug up by Neeson on the back line. Abby T-Lander with the kill. Good spot for that one from Abby T-Lander. 21-15. Tigers 4 points away from making it a clean sweep. Bombers, though, need a little bit of a run here to make sure this one doesn't end in 3. Nice job there by Keys just to get it over. Now Rude sets, and Abby T-Lander. Oh, beautiful job by Abby T-Lander. Again, just very veteran move there by her. Again, she's been playing since her 8th grade freshman year on varsity as well, and it shows right there with that hit. Man, that was the very smart hit by her. Serve is over, dug up by Shockman on the back line. And looking for the kill. Keys gets it through the block. Usually dangerous to hit it like that through into 2 blocks, but Keys says, I don't think so. I've got this. Nice hit there by her, and it's Classman to serve for the Bombers. It's over, and Neeson is there. Rude tries to get it over. She can't quite get it through the net, or over the net, I should say, through. I don't know how you get it through a net, but hey, apparently, according to me, you can. 22-17. Here's the Classman serve. Neeson there again. Rude. And Heinz gets it over. Shockman is there, though. On the far side, Keys. This time, not getting it through the block. And it's dug up again by the Tigers. And Abby T-Lander off the net. I think they're going to say it hit the antenna. It did. That makes it 22-18. Abby T-Lander with the big swing, but unfortunately, the hit forced that ball into the antenna, and Braham kind of gets a freebie there, 22-18. Here's the serve from Classman. Line drive serve, Neeson with the dig. Oh, and I don't know if she maybe misread it, did Willow Stream, or if she was thinking Abby T-Lander was going to get it, or what, but a bad miscommunication there by the Tigers, and a timeout called here by said Tigers. 30 seconds and we're back.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999. or visit welliahealth.org.
Pep Band is trying to get their team jump-started here, 22-19. A nice little run here by the Tigers, a 4-0 run, or Bombers. 4-0 run by the Bombers right now, and they're trying to make it maybe a 7-0 run to tie the game. And this one, it almost feels like, man, if the Bombers were able to tie it, they would be able to take the lead and probably run away with this set. Well, service over, dug up by Neeson. Kendra Heinz is going to say absolutely not, though. She comes back with a huge kill that time for the Tigers. Kendra Heinz right out of the timeout with the kill, 23-19. Shania Anderson will serve. And it's over, a diving dig there by Klassman to keep it alive, and then Morgan Rysdam hits it back over. Neeson with the dig. On this near side, Abby Thielander, and again, just a beautiful hit there by her, and it's now match point. Shania Anderson will serve, match point for the Tigers. Braham needs 5 in a row to erase match point. Schockman with the dig, Rysdam with the tap across, Ellie Thielander there, and now Abby Thielander looking to finish it off, but it's Schockman there. They push it back over from Lenez. Rude sets for Wiener, but it's Schockman with the dig. On the far side, Keys through a block, and the block will come down on the Bombers' side, and the Tigers will win set 3, 25-19, and they will win 3 sets to none. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors to recap this one and hopefully get a word with our Pine Insurance player of the game. Stay tuned for that after word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP and KBEK.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Guy Fieri's Flavortown is now available at your Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. You know, Guy Fieri of Food Network fame is rolling out some of his favorites like the mac and cheese burger, sweet heat chicken and waffle, jalapeno potato nuggets, and candy chaos cookies. And you can only get these at your local Freeway Holiday Station store. Flavortown is rolling out now. Guy Fieri's new Flavortown at the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. 'Cause you gotta stop somewhere.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Power of attorney, wills, healthcare, funeral and cremation directives, and other issues seem overwhelming. Plan for those ahead of time. Join Methven Funeral and Cremation Services for a free seminar for area residents called Food and Funerals. Monday, October 20th at 6 p.m. in Isle. Learn from a panel of local experts and realize that most things are fairly simple and affordable if taken care of ahead of time. Food and Funerals, a free event. Reserve your spot today. 320-679-1822.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ascove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Back here on Nice 95.5 MKPK and WCMP. As we look in this postgame. So we will actually get a player of the game from Braham. So we will get a Pine Insurance player of the game. Head coach Emily Giffro just coming up and letting me know, hey, is it too late? And I said, absolutely not. So we'll actually get a player of the game from Braham here. We will get our Pine Insurance player of the game to join us. So while we do that, I'm going to actually take a quick 30 seconds so we can get the player of the game ready.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and
Back here on WCMP and KBEK, I'm now joined by our Pine Insurance player of the game. That is Braham Zoanne Klassman. First of all, thanks so much for joining me.
Of course.
And this was a tough one here in Rush City, but you guys got another chance to play. What was it like to be able to play in what really is a playoff-like atmosphere?
Yeah, it's really nice to play such a good team and, uncover what we need to work on as a team. But I think that we did good at staying consistent and keep on competing and not, getting our heads down.
Yeah, and I was about to mention that you guys did a really good job. It never seemed like you guys got your heads down. You guys were never out of it. You kept battling. What is it like to see that your team do that throughout an entire set like this?
I just love how competitive we are, and even if we lose, we still are trying to encourage each other, and I love how much we're growing as a team.
And you guys will head to playoffs next week. You've got one more game starting tomorrow. What is something you'd like to see from your team to end the regular season?
Obviously a win, but if we don't, I just wish that we have fun and keep on playing with each other.
You guys will be in a new section this year for playoffs, so you'll be facing some different teams you haven't faced before, but obviously that'll be something you guys will work on next week. But just talk about the growth of this team and what it's been like to see this team grow from the beginning of the season to now.
Yeah, a lot of us haven't really played with one another, but I love how much we're connecting. Like, even after every play, we always are encouraging each other and just connecting. I love playing with them, and I love getting better with them.
You guys have four seniors, on this squad, and you'll obviously miss them come next year. But what is it like to know that a good chunk of this team is going to be back and returning for next season?
Yeah, we're definitely going to be back and better. I think we're just going to keep on getting more comfortable with each other and more consistent with our timing.
For sure. Well, Zoanne, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck tomorrow night.
Okay, thank you.
And we'll be back here in just a second on WCMP and KBEK. Back here on KBK WCMP, just wrapping up there. Appreciate Zoanne Klassman for coming up and getting that Player of the Game interview. I know Joshua Miron is listening, so I appreciate him for being patient and working with me to get me on and off air, so I appreciate that. But as we wrap up this one here, the final, the Tigers get the victory 3-0 over Braham. They won the first set 25-17, the second 25-18, and the third 25-19. Braham just continued to get better, and in that third set, it really did look like to me that they were going to take it, and again, all they needed to do, in my opinion, was tie, and if they could do that, they were going to take the lead and run away and win this third, but unfortunately, the Tigers were able to close it out and get the victory. So, real quickly, we'll tell you what's coming up tomorrow for both these teams. The Bombers finish off the season at Ogilvie, as we heard, with Zoanne Klassman, so they will finish up their regular season, not the season altogether, but the regular season tomorrow, and then the Tigers will play up at Onamia against Mille Lacs tomorrow night. If you want to see where we're going to be at tomorrow night, be sure to head to our websites at WCMPradio.com and KBK.com. Go to the sports tab, click on broadcast schedule. That will show you where we're going to be. That'll have the game links, and that will show you where we're going to be throughout the entire week of play. That is subject to change, though, so be aware of that. Also, if you want to keep up to date with more, we have player interviews and coaches interviews on our websites, as well as articles from games that we've been at. Another way you can keep up is our morning shows on Nice 95.5 KBEK with Adam Hefty at 7:30 and 8:30, and over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. We'll talk this game. All the other games going on in our local listening area, plus some regional and national sports. And we are actually going to, I appreciate Coach Thielander, he's actually going to get someone up here. So we will get a Tiger Pine Insurance Player of the Game. So we will postpone our wrap up here on the post game. I know I appreciate Thielander. He remembered last minute, so I appreciate Coach Thielander for making sure he remembers to get someone up here. I appreciate that. But again, yes, staying tuned to our social medias as well as where you can find more updates on local sports. You can follow, like, subscribe, do whatever you have to do to our Twitter, our Instagram, our Facebook pages, at WCMP Radio for our Facebooks and Instagrams, as well as KBEK for our Facebook and Instagrams, plus our X at Q Media Sports for all things local sports. So we will quickly get our Rush City Pine Insurance Player of the Game up here. And we'll be just a moment here as our Rush City Pine Insurance Player of the Game joins us. Hello, I'll have you hold on to that. And we're now joined by our Rush City Pine Insurance Player of the Game. That is Kendra Heinz. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, Kendra, thank you so much for joining me, and congrats on the win here tonight.
Thank you so much.
And looking at this season, this has been a young team this year, something that this team hasn't seen in a while. But Talk about the growth of this team and what it's been like to see that from the beginning of the season to now.
The growth has definitely been just practice. Like, we practice so much, we bond as a team. That definitely helps us. The team bonding is our thing. We have a lot of fun.
Absolutely. You can really tell out there on the court. And looking at this season, there were a couple ups and downs here throughout the season, but after your last loss, you guys haven't lost a single set. What has it been like to see that kind of run?
It's been a lot of hard work and practice. I mean, we're locked in. Like, we definitely, if we play them again, we want to win.
For sure. And this section that you guys are in is super competitive, but we've known the last handful of years this has been the team to beat in that section. How do you make sure you keep that mentality of, hey, we're the team to beat, but also not get too into your head about it and make sure you're staying even keel?
I mean, we just play Rush City volleyball. Like, we know what we're doing. We have fun.
You get absolutely. You get another game here in the gym before going into playoffs and tomorrow finishing up in Onamia. What is it like to play in front of this crowd?
To play in front of the crowd, it fuels you. Like, it brings you up so much. I mean, it's just so much fun.
And again, one final game before the regular season ends tomorrow in Mille Lacs. What would you like to see from your team as the regular season ends?
I would definitely love to see the energy again. Just have fun again.
Well, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Congrats on the win here tonight, and good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you so much.
That, again, was Kendra Heinz. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. We'll get her set up. So, again, we will wrap up our postgame now. Thank you to Joshua again for being patient with me. And again, thank you to both Kendra Heinz of the Rush City Tigers and Zoanne Klassman of the Braham Bombers for joining me here in the postgame for our Pine Insurance Player of the Game interviews. So, Josh, I'll finish up here, and I'll get you back to what you're doing. But, again, be sure to stay tuned to the morning shows, our websites, our YouTubes, and our social medias for all things local sports. Like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you got to do to stay up to date with those. Well, Josh, before I leave, I gotta blame you because you're getting me sick. So I can feel it in my throat. So once I lose my voice, you're going to have to cover games for me, just so you know. So that's going to do it here from Rush City. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Thanks so much to all of our fine sponsors. Again, the final Rush City 3-0 over Braham. For WCMP and KBK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks for joining in, and have a great rest of your night.
Power of attorney, wills, healthcare, funeral and cremation directives, and other issues seem overwhelming. Plan for those ahead of time. Join Methven Funeral and Cremation Services for a free seminar for area residents called Food and Funerals, Wednesday the 23rd in Sandstone. Learn from a panel of local experts and realize that most things are fairly simple and affordable if taken care of ahead of time. Food and Funerals, a free event. Reserve your spot today, 320-679-1822.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.